That's supposed to be Vanessa on the cover, even though she's not a redhead. What happened? There's a new cover artist, that's what happened. Dan Brown did the art for this and some of the other mystery books. I'm not sure why they brought in a new artist just for the mystery series and why the artist didn't stick around for too long. That's the real mystery here.
Argo Font Book Review, Argo Font Book Review.
This book was written by Ellen Miles. Dawn starts by explaining she likes animals just fine, but she's not a pet-crazy weirdo like Marianne. Marianne constantly talks to her cat and forces other people to kiss him. It's creepy, and we're lucky that Marianne doesn't do the same thing with her friends. Ben, Mallory needs kisses! Give her kisses, Ben! Don't run away, Ben! Oh, sorry, Mallory, you don't have a boyfriend now. Marianne interrupts Dawn's recap to talk about the new pet store in town. We're not past chapter 1, and I already have a main suspect for this mystery. Dawn gets a job watching the Mancusi pets from the pet sitting book. They go over all the various animals and what you have to do to take care of them. When she gives the dogs a walk, Dawn notices a suspicious green car. It circles the block 4 times and goes extra slow whenever it's near Dawn. That is way creepier than this book makes it out to be. The next day, Dawn decides to put the dogs outside while she takes care of the other pets, mainly because the plot demands it. While the dogs are alone, someone steals the Great Dane! Dawn and her friends search all over, but they can't find the dog anywhere. In the subplot, there's a nearby city called New Hope. I think it was named after the Star Wars movie. New Hope challenges Stony Brook to a baseball match. Kristy and Bart combine their teams to form a super team called the Crashers. Kristy wants to win this baseball game, though, so she doesn't let the 4-year-old compete. Good thinking, Kristy. The younger kids complain about being left out until Kristy tells them they can be in charge of the equipment. So she gives them a pointless job, and they're happy. Good going, Kristy. The next dog to disappear is Kristy's, which makes her late for a babysitter's club meeting. Dawn is reluctant to take her place as president, even though in other books she complains she never gets the substitute for Kristy. Continuity! In Dawn's defense, though, she's probably afraid that Kristy will show up halfway through the meeting and have her executed for sitting in the president's seat. Dawn makes dinner and spends 3 pages explaining about the hidden passageway in her room. Because, I don't know, it's not important to the book at all, but we get the entire backstory anyway. The babysitters split up into groups and search the town. We get 4 pages of the girls writing about the search in their giant handwriting. And they sign their names after every single paragraph. This entire section felt like an excuse to waste pages. They find the green car, and Dawn writes down the license plate number. She takes this evidence to the police station, where a police officer kindly explains that they should be doing homework instead of wasting time playing detective.
"It's not a crime to drive slowly," said the policeman, smiling. He shuffled some papers on his desk. "Why don't you girls run along?"
But, of course, the girls know they have the mystery solution, so they hassle the police officer until he agrees to look up the license plate number. Turns out the car belongs to Carl Tate, the richest man in town. There's no reason to suspect a millionaire of petty theft, but the girls later see Carl at the pet store arguing with the owners, so he must be the culprit! Or he has a pet of his own. Let's not jump to conclusions. We get another section where the girls search town and write this out in great detail. While nobody's looking, Dawn memorizes every dog breed in existence, which is weird. She uses her newfound knowledge to ask the pet store for a type of dog they don't have. They say they can get the dog soon, but it will cost a lot of money. Charlotte is scared her dog will be taken, and the Pikes are wild during a car trip. At the big baseball game, Dawn sees the stolen Great Dane. She and Marianne rush to the dog and call the police. It turns out that the pet store is the culprit. The owners would take orders for a specific dog breed, then they'd kidnap a dog and sell it for hundreds of dollars. Carl Tate did the actual stealing because the millionaire real estate manager is hurting for cash. All of the dogs are returned, the Babysitters Club gets their picture in the paper, and I'm sure the police will let the girls do whatever they want from here on out. Oh, and Kristy's team won the baseball game, but we knew she was going to win. The end. Post-book follow-up. I thought this book was pretty good, but when I checked out the internet, people were mad over the first chapter, where Dawn says she's fine with people eating animals. She's a vegetarian, not because of animal rights. She just doesn't like the taste of meat. No, wrong. That contradicts all the other Dawn books. Continuity! I can't believe the culprit scheme worked, considering that they stole and sold the dogs in the same general area. You think one of the buyers would notice, "Gee whiz, the Pomeranian I bought today looks a lot like my neighbor's Pomeranian, which was stolen yesterday. Could they be the same dog?" Also, you'd think the police would have looked into the dog selling angle of the crime, but the stupidest part about the criminal scheme is that the millionaire makes a profit selling $700 dogs. At that price, you'd have to kidnap hundreds of dogs to make it more lucrative than a single house sale. Overall, the book is okay, even if it's a mystery with only one suspect and, kind of a dumb way that it plays out. My main problem was the filler. Like mystery number 4, we searched everywhere and found nothing, is stretched out into multiple chapters. I think this book should have been given to a different narrator. Dawn starts the book by saying she's not fond of dogs. A narrator who actually cares about dogs would be more invested in solving the mystery, and that would make for a better read overall. I give Babysitter's Club mystery number 7, Dawn and the... I just realized that Ellen Miles is the one who wrote the Puppy Place series, so this book was probably really important to her. Anyway, I give Babysitter's Club mystery number 7, Dawn and the Disappearing Dogs, a 7 out of 10.